right, as we have noted on this program a number of times, ever since the election of Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, the left has been working to vilify him in as many angles as they can find. They have attacked his faith. They have gone after him literally to the point of saying that his faith disqualifies him from serving in the office. And in fact, nowadays, these hit pieces, if you will, on elected officials who are faithful Christians are almost a given. It's like if you are a Christian in politics, you are going to become a target these days. Well, there was another such piece that was recently targeting a guest that we have frequently had on the show, and that's Sonja Shaw, the president of the Chino Valley United School District. In fact, she's the president of that. And with me now to talk about the hit piece on her is FRC's Senior Fellow for Education Studies, Meg Kilgannon, who also served at the U.S. Department of Education in the Trump administration. Meg, thanks for joining me again. Always great to see you.
Great to see you, Jody. I love that tie.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah, I had to get in the spirit. Christmas. I can't believe it's already Christmas. All right, well, let's talk about this hit piece on Sonja Shaw. Tell us about it.
You know, the Los Angeles Times devoted a large number of words to pondering how it has come to pass that a Joan of Arc figure, as they referred to Sonja Shaw, has come to be elected in California to a school board, and it beggars belief that it's such a problem when Christians are answering a call to serve. We have a great history in this country of people of faith serving at all levels of government, doing all kinds of jobs, serving as captains of industry, doing all kinds of things in this country. It is the exception that someone who does not have religious faith would be serving in a leadership capacity in this country. And for some reason, the media, the mainstream media, especially liberal media like the LA Times, wants to try to paint this as some kind of a crazed exception to normalcy. And really the opposite is true.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, I think all of us who are Christians who are or have served in multiple different capacities in public service and politically, we are upset when we see things like this happen. But we are seeing more and more of it to the point that we're really not shocked anymore by this type of stuff. Are you?
No. And of course, her great sin in their minds, of course, they're not religious, but they would condemn her of the great sin of wanting to notify parents if a child declares an identity that is opposite their sex, or they declare that they have a gender identity at school, that the school would notify the parents of that declaration within 3 days. And this is a completely, utterly reasonable and minimal kind of partnering with parents that you would think any school system would be more than happy and hopeful that the parents would be engaging with this child. And, you know, they would want the help of the parents with this kind of a situation, because this is clearly outside the purview of education and is getting into the area of child rearing, which is our job as parents. The fact that she's put this policy forward, that other school boards then followed suit in California and also put policies like this, common sense policy like this forward, that's really their problem with her. That's why she is an extreme Christian, an extremist, right? It's because she has dared to question this idea and to roll back the progress that has been made by this community over the years. It's absurd.
And to call for parents to be involved in the rearing of their children. I mean, somehow that's dangerous. What really is dangerous is the belief that government is to step in the role of parents and to push parents aside. The government knows better than parents do. That's what's frightening. But underneath all of this really is the hatred for religion, a hatred for Christians, in spite of the fact that our Constitution says that there cannot be a religious test required for qualification for any kind of public office in the United States. And yet that really is what we're seeing here, is it not? This is a religious test. We don't like your religion. We don't like what you believe, so you're disqualified. Isn't that really what's taking place here?
It is absolutely what's taking place. And they are advocating for their belief system and the faith that they have.
That's right.
And the beliefs that they hold about the human person, right? And about the fact that in their world there is no God, right? These are the positions that they proclaim as reasonable and acceptable for all people. That's very much a belief system. And so if you're going to counter that kind of belief system, it's going to require people of faith to answer the call to serve. And I'm very grateful that parents like Sonja Shaw, brave, incredible women like Sonja Shaw, are standing up and answering this call. We need more of them, and I think we will have more of them as time goes on. And I'll just say thank you to everyone that stands up to serve.
I agree with you, Meg. And all this, it ultimately results in viewpoint discrimination. And isn't the left supposed to be about diversity? I mean, they're all about diversity, they say. But when it comes to conservative or Christian opinions, there's no diversity at all. But we shouldn't be surprised. This is coming from the party that kicked God out of their platform. Now they want to kick God out of public service. Meg Kilgannon, thank you so much for always keeping us informed on these critical issues. You're a champion. Thank you for joining us this evening on Washington Watch.
Thank you, Jody.